Alleged Anglophone separatists in Buea goes on a rampage last night as they open fire around the Bitinge Central Market area of Buea, as one person is reported dead while others are severely injured as they are currently receiving treatment in health facilities in the town of Buea. 4 vehicles were set ablaze by the said separatists. And while flames engulfed one of the biggest wood markets in northern Cameroon, the Marwa Wood Market, the fire was set off by the forces of the elements of the firefighting brigades and the local population of Marwa. Those are our major stories. Good evening to you all. You are welcome to High Prime of Tuesday, the 30th of January 2024. For presentation, I am a technical Larry Kevin Tabot. We start off with this one of our lead stories. The town of Buea witnessed severe gunshots last night as alleged separatist fighters stormed the town of Buea, precisely at the Bitinge Central Market area, where they opened fire that led to the death, or that led to the killing of one person as his car was set ablaze by the said separatist fighters. This went along to set other 4 vehicles ablaze over there in the town of Buea. Let's have details in this upcoming reports.
Over 20 elements of the police force Friday in Kumba received Epaulet Awards. The event took place under the watch of the Senior Divisional Officer for Meme, Chamberlain Tundong, and his
Buea and some parts of the southwest region that have had relatively calmness for the past months now had a change of affairs last Monday, 29 January 2024, as alleged separatist fighters opened fire in the area as they went on rampage. The incident that took place some few minutes after 9 p.m. when many were watching the football encounter between Senegal and Ivory Coast in the ongoing African Cup of Nations.
I want to tell you that yesterday, 5 minutes before the match Senegal-Côte d'Ivoire, I received a call that they're shooting in Moliko, so I bashed into my car from Boassa, driving to Moliko. I can say I was the first to arrive at the scene. And I realized they have burned down, about 4 or 5 cars, and when I shouted that, Amber, where are you? And some people now, I told them that if there's somebody who's not Amber here, come out, this is Moja. So one driver came out from the border and told me that Moja, thanks for coming. And then the other guy is hospitalized now, was shouting, Moja, please, so I'm here, and I removed him, he has 3 bullets. And then some other people were drinking, I came and removed them out of the zone.
The macabre incident that left 1 dead and 4 cars burned by the set assailants, as they say they want the locals to respect the traditional ghost town phenomenon.
They start shooting. Heavy gunfire, machine gun. Down with a touch house, the house will come down all. And the manhole have down, they operate. The one man there for me here, they holler. So any man will show head, any man will look, any man will come out. We kill it. And then they burn all the motor middle road. From up there, they order about 3 days up, about 3 days down here. The one man there for Johnson, they're about 7. As they burn the motor middle road, they ask this man to come down. This small boy for the one, it refused. As they put fire, motor they burn, the petrol, they drag it down, they fall for behind, they blood out for the under tire.
These acts that have been condemned by many, as the locals have been encouraged to collaborate with the forces of law and order in order to avoid such repetition of such acts.
The military came. I want to also appreciate the military. We tried our best. So the information I want to pass is that the military, just like Moja, we are not magicians. We beg the local population to collaborate with us. I, for one, my number is 691-798185. You call them, we assist you. We are sorry for the loss, and we tell the Ambas that you have no peace. You have no peace. We are going to haunt you because we stand for one and indivisible Cameroon. What a shame for you to be killing your own people.
With the corpse of the deceased that have been deposited in one of the mortuaries in Buea, as many in the town could be seen going on with their daily activities this Tuesday, 30th January 2024. Our sincere apologies for the first mix-up that we had there. We remain in that said story where the Southwest Governor, Bernard Okalia-Belai, came out today to talk on what happened in the Bitingi community in the town of Boya when alleged separatist fighters killed one person and set 4 vehicles ablaze. Let's have an excerpt of what the governor of the Southwest region said in the following upcoming interview.
Thank you for taking your time to reliably inform the general population what happened yesterday, Monday, in the beginning of the night at 8 p.m. The terrorists, armed men with guns, came to the street around Puichingi. Puichingi is behind the Moriko Stadium, but very far from the stadium. There is a market there named Puichingi Market, the central market of the city of Boya. They were shooting. They terrorized the population on 5 cars. Killed one man, one Mafani, who is working with Magzi, but he is a son of the village. He's a son of Bova, because that Puichingi is just limit with the Bova village. And after they ran away, when the forces of law reacted. So that is the situation. It is attack coming after many months. We have not registered any attack around Boya. People who said it say that the situation, normalcy is back, and why is it that this attack is coming again?
That was the governor of the Southwest region, Bernard Okalia-Belai, speaking to our reporters over there in Boya. We now cross over to Kumba, where some police officers in Meme Division have been recognized for their relentless effort and energy towards the service of the fatherland. They were recognized with these epaulets that were given to them in a colorful ceremony that took place in Kumba, as it was chaired by the senior divisional officer for Kumba, Tuandong Chamberlain. As our Kumba-based reporter, Roland Sinengwari, tells us more.
Over 20 elements of the police force Friday in Kumba received epaulet awards. The event took place under the watch of the senior divisional officer for Meme, Chamberlain Tuandong, and his entourage, top military personnel in the division, and other personalities. According to the senior divisional officer, the effort put in the place of work is what enabled the laureate to be honored by the state, as he sent messages of congratulations to them while encouraging others to work hard.
Ils n'ont pas pu avoir les épaulettes en leur disant si vous travaillez dur, on va également vous célébrer demain. Merci pour tout ce que les forces font pour préserver la paix et la sécurité d'enfants de l'armée. Une fois encore.
Talking to the Central Police Commissioner, Charles Aman, he revealed the number of police officers promoted to their new ranks, as he equally extends congratulatory messages to those that made it, while encouraging the other colleagues to work harder.
Police de deuxième grade, 11 inspecteurs de police municipaux et 18 gardiens de la paix municipaux. Et j'invite également ceux qui n'ont pas été promus à continuer à travailler durement pour que dans les prochains jours, ils reçoivent aussi la même promotion que leurs camarades qui sont en joie aujourd'hui.
This laureate that was promoted to the Inspector of Police spoke to the High TV microphone.
What I can say is, first of all, to thank God for permit me or to give me the opportunity to see this thing. And then the next thing that I can say is to express like satisfaction because of the labor before I reach to this level.
It should be noted that in the midst of the crisis, the police officers in the division have stood the test of time.
From the southwest region, we move to the far north region of Cameroon, where one of the biggest wood market in the northern region of Cameroon, the Marwa Wood Market, has been visited by white flames that came knocking at that market facility yesterday. The incident that happened last night was one that saw the elements of the firefighting brigade in collaboration with the local population who fought tirelessly to put up the white flames that consumed some shops over there at the Marwa Wood Market. The market is located at the Marwa One Council. Detail with our Far North Regional Bureau Chief Yauba Umaru.
Marwa Commerce Market, one of the biggest commercial avenue of wood selling in Marwa town, have been a victim of fire accident. According to the fire brigade commander, Jawian Jorwe Patrick, it was at about 4 p.m. in the night of Sunday, breaking Monday, that the sad accident occurred. Although the causes of this accident is not yet officially made known, accusing fingers are pointed on the electricity short circuit which have led to the sudden. Consequently, 4 wood shops have been totally consumed, including wood machine processors entirely damaged. Thanks to the professionalism of fire soldiers, the situation have been neutralized after a long fighting operations of about 2 hours. An investigation have been urgently opened to better handle the situation of such fire accident in the Marwa Commerce Market.
That was Yauba Mubarak reporting from the Far North region of Cameroon. We cross over to Tombe Council, where the Tombe Council has presented some newly purchased heavy equipment bought by the council to the tune of more than 500 million CFA francs. That is coming as proceeds from the government as a result to fast track the decentralization process. The presentation of the set equipment were done over there by the mayor of Tombe, Gassa Rose, who encouraged the councillors and local authorities to stand behind the Tombe Council. With that, we crossed over with our reporter on that story. The newly acquired equipment of the Tombe Council are being presented to the public, amongst which are a tipper front-headed loader, a bulldozer, motorcycles and generators.
Is the main source of the purchasing of this equipment. More than 500 million, but the 60% of this money came from the decentralization. The 100 million they give to the council every year. Together in Tombe Council, we decided that we have to make a good use of that money.
The gadgets that stands to the tune of more than 500 million CFA francs is from the state of Cameroon as one of our proceeds of the digitalization drive. With these items being made known to the public, the divisional officer of Tombe believes they will go a long way to attain their dreams.
Whoever empowers the people with material that can construct the roads is alleviating poverty. Is making the transportation of food to the market practicable and possible.
The purchase of the such items had the blessings of the clergies and the Gon Secret Society of the Bakosi people.
The traditional rulers are open for development, and because God has ordained them, no evil intention will befall our equipment.
The militants of the CPDM political party weren't left out as they insist the area is for the ruling political party CPDM.
Tombe Council is a CPDM council. The equipment we are receiving today and blessing are equally our equipment.
As they receive and dedicate the different equipment that will be used for the advancement of the entire Tombe sub-district, one thing remains certain: Tombe will continue to strive further as it attains in the past so as to make her realize her set objectives. You are watching High Prime. If you are just joining us and you are on to High Prime broadcasting live from our main studio from here in High Television in Boya. We cross over to the story. The kitchen is mostly regarded as a sacred place by many across the globe. As such, they regard the kitchen with a lot of respect as to make sure the kitchen is always clean. Begins with the top priorities of many persons. Rita Mafani Mujoko in the paper that follows tells us more on the relevance of making sure the kitchen is always being kept clean. Rita Mafani Mujoko tells us.
Health being a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being void of diseases or infirmity is a very important aspect in our lives, as little or nothing can be done when in a state of ill health. So, it is vital to be cautious about one's health and take steps to prevent illness and diseases. Improving and maintaining a healthy lifestyle involves aborting certain habits or practices in our daily routines, which over time leads to infection or diseases. One of such is keeping our environments clean, most especially kitchens and toilets.
When you're finished from the kitchen, ensure that you always clean the surrounding, clean the surfaces. Then your plates too. There's a way that we wash plates and we just air them. We just put them anyhow. You just expose them. Yes. Some people don't want to put them under the sun. Like when they are done washing, they drain it there before putting it. So the container, the basket, whatever you use to present your plate, it should be clean as well. And when you take them, you can still use a clean tissue. You clean the plates before you serve people. The spoons as well. You ensure that all those things are clean. Then don't forget the windows too. Your windows in the kitchen. From time to time, during the dressing, you have to clean the windows, the louvers, because you'll be dusty, you'll be cooking, things are entering and leaving. Make sure that, I'm talking in the modern kitchen, you're supposed to cook the food. You wash the pots, you wash it well, ensure that it is clean. You don't just rinse it and people are hurriedly doing the rinsing and just put the food in it. Even your gas plates, if you're using in the modern kitchen, you're using your gas cooker, it should be clean. You should clean it with soap and water. This is what I do at home. Before I cook, I clean the gas plate. When I'm done, I still clean the gas plate. It should always be clean.
The activity of preparing a meal involves trash. If not properly handled or disposed, later attracts flies, which feed on these trash and transmits vectors into food, water, and more. In order to avoid communicable diseases from these flies, everyone is urged to properly dispose trash, wipe up spills of food or drinks, scrub the sinks, and more. These and more all contribute to a healthy environment void of insects and lower risks of being infected.
Fascinating reporting there done for us by Rita Mafani Mujoko. We talk something else. Koto Barombi youth have been urged to return back to their village in order to fast-track development and the peace process in that part of Mbonge subdivision of the southwest region. The call was made by their chief Nkale Mboke Gottlieb Ntwe, who was speaking to his subject in an enlarged youth meeting that took place in Boya recently. More with our reporter once more. The vital role played by the youth in the growth and fostering of development of each society is quite vital. As such, youth from Koto Barombi village in Bonge subdivision are in Boya to champion for peace and development in their village.
We have assembled the youth, not the tribesmen in general. I wanted to encourage them that they should not be discouraged. Living out of their village is not an easy thing for somebody who knows that you have lived all your life, your activities, your family activities, even your educational activities in the village, and for many years you are out. It's our duty to assemble them and give them courage to continue.
The meeting that took place in Boya brought on board elites, notables, and other elements of Koto Barombi who all comments it's time to change the narrative via cleansing.
First thing is that we have to do a kind of cleansing. There has been a lot of bloodshed in the village. We have to do some cleansing. No developmental effort can succeed without cleansing. That is telling our ancestors that we are not part of what happened. And if it happens, they have to help us clean our village. Secondly, we have to harness the efforts of all the youth. We have people who have almost gone astray. We have to bring them back within the fold to see how we can together develop the village.
with some of the youngsters who are out of the village due to the socio-political impasse and the touristic and cocoa cultivation friendly nature of the village, the traditional ruler on his part believes it's time for them to go back.
They are out of the village and everybody is practically doing it for himself and on himself. We have never lived like that. So we say, let us start thinking of working together hand in hand. And not everybody only for himself.
With education being an important ingredient for the fostering of the society, they say it's time for them to have a change of the scenario by emphasizing on the need for the youth to have education taken seriously.
Only be giving them jobs in town, no. They have to go back there and develop those farms that they had abandoned because of the war, so-called war. So that's one of the main issues why we came together. Talked of schools, yes, students have to go back to school. Some of the schools were closed because some had to run away, and even the teachers had to run away. Now that there's a semblance of peace, or because it's not total, we have to see that the schools resume and the children go back to school.
As they come together of the Koto Barombi youth and their parents end, the different elements of the village say all resolutions taken in Buea will be implemented adequately as they have set 2024 a year of return to Koto Barombi. The chairperson of the follow-up committee for the implementation of the public investment budget for the Southwest region, Malumba Isembe Donald, has frowned on the uncompleted rates of projects for the 2023 fiscal year in the Southwest region. He meted out his frustrations during the second semester meeting of the said committee that held in Buea, as Alice Lekelengu Ikome has more for us.
In evaluating contracts awarded in the 2023 public investment budget in the Southwest region, the Southwest Regional Participatory Follow-up Committee meeting on the execution of public investment budget has taken place in Buea, chaired by the chairperson of the Public Investment Budget Follow-up Committee Southwest region, Honorable Malumba Isembe, in the presence of the representative of the Southwest Governor, Bembe Vanessa.
Before the next meeting that we are going to be assembled here, as God will permit, you will get results from that.
The global total as of December 21, 2023 stands at 11,923,569,000 CFA francs.
Technically, the meeting was to review the entire year 2023, and we note first of all that the level of execution, if you combine financial and physical, puts us at about 83%. Yes, this is not too satisfactory because it doesn't get us to the bar we had set of 100%, but we've taken time to review the situation. There are a few areas, like in Manu, where apparently for security reasons we had a noticeable decrease in the rates of execution. A few councils which we indexed, like the Kumba City Council and the councils in Tinto and Guti, have been a problem to our drive towards a 100% execution. Some departments too, like that of public works, when it comes to contracts relating to roads, we've looked at the situation and, put them to task.
The chairperson frowned at uncompleted projects and discarded repeated excuses.
Rainfall should cease to be a justification for works not being carried out. We have resolved to engage the powers that be for these institutions, these councils, which are causing the lagging behind to sit up. And you can be sure that on our part as a follow-up committee, we will not relent as in the past to take every action which is necessary to ensure that for 2023, which we have reviewed, for the time we still have, we complete these projects, and that for 2024, which we are engaging, we get to 100% by the close of the current fiscal year.
Some recommendations were arrived at, like beckoning on the treasury sector for timely payments, and that leaders of beneficiary communities should be part of their planning meetings.
We move over to news out of the shores of Cameroon. Mali, Niger and Burkina Faso say they are no longer part of the sub-regional grouping known as the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS. They made the statement recently in a special televised broadcast that was aired across the three countries' national television network. But the current chair of ECOWAS, Nigerian President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, says their exiting has not been formalized as there are due procedure that needs to be done. Aisha Mbeng tells us more.
Mali, Burkina Faso and Niger jointly announced their withdrawal from Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, on Sunday. The juntas accused the regional economic bloc of imposing inhuman sanctions aimed at reversing recent coups in their respective countries. The joint statement, broadcast on state television in all three nations, asserted that the decision to withdraw was made in complete sovereignty, alleging that ECOWAS had deviated from the ideas of its founding fathers and Pan-Africanism after nearly 50 years of existence. The juntas contended that ECOWAS, influenced by foreign powers, had become a threat to its member states and their population. ECOWAS, established in 1975 to promote economic integration in member states, is considered West Africa's top political and regional authority. The bloc has faced challenges in recent years as it strives to address coup incidents in the region and ensure the equitable distribution of natural resources. The juntas did not provide details on how the withdrawal process would unfold, and neither has ECOWAS for the time being. The regional bloc, which recognizes only democratic governments, has faced previous challenges to its authority, with its regional court ruling last year that juntas lack the power to act on behalf of their nations in place of elected governments. This announcement follows a series of events that heightened political tensions in West Africa, including a coup in Niger last year. The three nations, Mali, Burkina Faso and Niger, have recently formed a security alliance and severed military ties with France and other European nations, turning to Russia for support. The joint statement criticized ECOWAS for failing to assist the countries in addressing existential threats like terrorism, a common reason cited by their military for the coups. The juntas argued that ECOWAS sanctions have further weakened populations already affected by the years of violence. The development adds a new layer of complexity to the evolving political landscape in West Africa.
With the exiting of Mali, Niger and Burkina Faso story done for us by Aisha Mbeng, this is where we conclude tonight's newscast, High Prime of Tuesday, the 30th of January 2024. Thanks for watching and good night from our news studios.